Good evening and a warm welcome to State of Business, RTV's primetime business news bulletin. I'm Indivari Amwatha. We take a look at tonight's headlines first. Tea sector opposes planned appropriation of tea promotion fund. And IPS says both tariff barriers and non-tariff measures should be looked at when negotiating trade agreements. A look at your stories in detail now. The Ceylon Chamber of Commerce says that all stakeholders of the tea industry expressed their unmitigated and resolute opposition to the alleged intention of the Ministry of Finance to appropriate funds accumulated by the Sri Lanka Tea Board, which had been collected from the industry for global tea promotion. In October 2010, a tea promotion and marketing levy was introduced by the Sri Lanka Tea Board, whereby a sum of ₹3.50 was charged on every kilogram of tea exported from Sri Lanka to be used exclusively for the worldwide promotion of Ceylon tea. CCC says on the guarantee provided by the Gazette number 1677 of 14, dated Wednesday, October 27, 2010, restricting the use of these funds for tea promotion, exporters readily cooperated in the initiative. The fund has now expanded to around 6 billion rupees. The Ceylon Chamber of Commerce says that due to various reasons, there were some delays to implement promotion and marketing plan, but it is now ready to be implemented. Tea sector stakeholders appeal the government to reconsider the alleged move allowing the Global Tea Promotion Fund to be utilized exclusively for enhancing market opportunities for Ceylon tea worldwide. Policy think tank, the Institute of Policy Studies, says Sri Lanka should work on both tariff barriers as well as non-tariff measures when negotiating free trade agreements. At present, Sri Lanka is negotiating agreements with 3 of its major trading partners, India, China and Singapore. The government hopes to conclude discussions and strike comprehensive trade deals with India and Singapore by December 2016 and with China by the first quarter of 2017. IPS said that deeper trade integration and investment cooperation, access to market, cheaper input and enhanced competitiveness are among some of the potential benefits that FTAs offer partner countries. However, IPS said that when tariffs are brought down through FTA negotiations, non-tariff measures can reduce the utilization of FTAs if they are not effectively dealt with. Hence, non-tariff barriers should be identified at the onset in trade negotiations and addressed along with tariff reductions or eliminations for FTAs to deliver the desired benefits. IPS said that Sri Lanka's forthcoming FTA with China is of importance given that it has the potential of being the biggest bilateral trade deal in view of China's population and status as the world's second-largest economy after the United States of America. China is currently Sri Lanka's second-largest trading partner, while also being Sri Lanka's second most significant source of imports, accounting for about 20% of Sri Lanka's total imports by year 2015. The Federation of Chambers of Commerce and Industry of Sri Lanka says the Mattala Airport should be developed as a feeder hub for Sharjah Airport International Free Zone. The president of FCCISL, Sarath Kahapalarachi, said this, addressing an international business forum in Colombo today. This international business forum was jointly organized by the Board of Investment Sri Lanka, FCCISL and SAIF Zone Authority.
The development of SAIF Zone will bring immense business opportunities for Sri Lankan businessmen, such as they could open up factories in the zone for value-added goods, and the Mattala Airport Free Zone could be developed as a feeder hub for SAIF Zone. SAIF Zone is an ideal business hub where investors will be able to enjoy 100% foreign ownership, 100% repatriation of capital and profits, 100% exemption from income and corporate taxes, and these qualities make it one of the best zones in the Middle East.
Officials of Sharjah Airport International Free Zone invited local businesses to explore opportunities to invest in SAIF zones.
We have made our customs procedures as simple as possible so that our customers will have a hassle-free while doing trade with their counterparts. Whenever I say this point, a lot of people has difficulties in believing, but yes, it is a very true fact that we do issue license within 24 hours, and it's a very true fact. Whether the time you bring up the application form, and when we fill up the application form, we prepare the document the same time, whether it be memorandum articles, everything in a few hours time, and even handing over the key to your facility, whether it be a factory, to the warehouse, or to the office. It's a promise from us that we do issue the license and the facility keys within 24 hours.
We'll take a short break. We'll be back with more on the other side. Welcome back. Health Minister Dr. Rajitha Senaratne says that he has submitted a cabinet paper jointly with the President seeking approval for 90% taxation on tobacco. He said that the cabinet paper also proposes to impose 15% value-added tax on tobacco products. He said this speaking at the launch of the survey report on non-communicable diseases, risk factors of Sri Lanka. The STEPS survey of non-communicable disease risk factors in Sri Lanka was carried out from July 2014 to May 2015 with the support of the World Health Organization. The population-based survey of adults aged 18 to 69 had a total of 5,188 adult participation.
Out of the member countries, 102 countries have already completed this STEP survey and reported. And Sri Lanka is going to be the 103rd country. There are few risk factors which are directly involved with NCDs. As you all know, Sri Lanka has done wonderfully well in controlling communicable diseases. With all that, though the CDs are being under control, our main challenge today in the health sector is NCDs, non-communicable diseases. There are 4 risk factors involved. One is tobacco consumption, then the alcohol, and thirdly, physical inactivity, and fourthly, unhealthy diet.
90ක් දුම්කොළ වලින් බදු ගන්න එක. මම ඉල්ලා හිටිනවා මාධ්‍ය වලින් හෙට කැබිනට් පත්‍රිකාවට නිරීක්ෂණ ගේන්න ඕනේ භාණ්ඩාගාරය. ඒක දැනුවත් කරන්න මුළු රටම භාණ්ඩාගාරයට මේ පිළිබඳව නිරීක්ෂණ ඉදිරිපත් කරනවායි කියලා. මොකද දැන් සතියක් පරක්කු වුණා. නැත්තම් ඒගොල්ලන්ට මතක් කරන්න හෙට දවසේ නිරීක්ෂණය වන්න ඕනයි කියලා මගේ කැබිනට් පත්‍රිකාවට. මමත් ජනාධිපතිතුමාත් අපි ඒකාබද්ධ කැබිනට් පත්‍රිකාවක් දාලා තියෙන්නේ. දැන් මේ දුම්කොළ වලට මේ සීමාවන් පැනවුවාම දුම්කොළ වලට ඇත්තටම දුම්කොළ භාවිතය අඩු වෙනවා නම් මේකම තමයි සීනි, මේදය සහ ලුණු වලට අපිට ගත හැකි එකම ක්‍රියාමාර්ගය.
And now we have more news in brief. World Bank's Vice President for South Asian region, Anna Dixon, has arrived in Sri Lanka for a 2-day official visit. Dixon will be meeting senior government officials and ministers during her stay. Minister of Finance Ravi Karnanayaka, Governor of the Central Bank Dr. Indrajit Kumaraswamy and Chief Minister of the Northern Province C.V. Vigneswaran were among them. She will also visit the World Bank-supported projects in the Northern Province. The 20th Congress of the Asia-Pacific Division of the International Association for Hydro-Environment began in Colombo. It is the first time that the Congress is being held in Sri Lanka. The Congress will be held until Wednesday. PricewaterhouseCoopers hosted a workshop recently in Colombo on executive leadership. Among the topics discussed were executive leadership skills, including inspirational leadership, motivation, and adaptive capacity in organizations. I'll be back with Stock Watch after this break. Welcome back. Let's find out how the equities performed at the Colombo Stock Exchange today. Colombo Bulls opened the week on a mixed note as overall selling was witnessed in the market. Turnover was driven via foreign buying in the market as offshore investors were buyers on Hemas Holdings, Royal Ceramics and Texture Jersey. Institutional and high net worth interest was witnessed on Lanka IOC and East West Properties, with the latter having a large block amounting to 22.1 million shares being traded. The all-share price index dipped 10.72 to close at 6,540.19, while the S&P SL20 index gained 0.80 to close trading at 3,585.73. Turnover for the day amounted to 889.8 million rupees, with 38.8 million shares being traded. The top traded counters were East West Properties, Hema's Holdings, Lanka IOC, Royal Ceramics and Texter Jersey. Foreign inflows in the meantime amounted to 559.4 million rupees, while outflows totaled 386.6 million rupees. Here's a look at the day's foreign currency rates now. That's all from the newsroom for tonight. We'll see you again tomorrow, same time. Good night.